Hi everyone, this is Nitya Priya. We are continuously seeing the important concepts of Java programming, right? So we saw operators, classes and objects, constructors, inheritance, polymorphism, and all the things we saw in the previous videos. Even now we are going to see method overriding in Java, right? So what is method overriding? Usually method overriding happens in inheritance. You know the concept of inheritance. One class will give its properties to another class. Okay, the class that gives its properties is known as a base class, and the class that gets the properties from the base class is known as the derived class or the child class. Okay, so during this inheritance, method overriding is done. Now we come to method overriding. When the base class has a method and the derived class has the same method with the same parameter, okay, in runtime the derived method will be executed. Okay, so at this time the derived method overrides the base method. It is said like the derived method overrides the base class method. Okay, so this is the concept of overriding. So overriding just means it hides, the derived method hides the base method. Okay, so this is the concept of overriding. So that is said here. If subclass has the same method as declared in the parent class, it is known as method overriding in Java, because whenever inheritance is done in the main class, we will be creating the object for the derived class. Okay, so obviously the object for the derived class will invoke only its own method. Okay, so when we invoke that method using the object of the derived class, it will invoke only the derived method, not the base method. So this is called method overriding, right? So we see some of the uses of method overriding. It is used to provide the specific implementation of the method. Okay, which is already given in the superclass. A method would have been defined in the base class, but in the derived class we say the specific implementation of the method. Okay, so by saying that we can invoke that particular method, the specific implementation of the method which is there in the derived class. So this is the main usage of method overriding. I will show you the example, then you will understand it better. Right, method overriding is mainly done on runtime. It is usually done at the runtime. Then we see the rules of method overriding. Method overriding will be when the base method and the derived method, when they both have the same name and the same signature, then only method overriding will be done. So you know the concept of method overloading. Method overloading is we can have the same name but we can have different signature. Okay, so at runtime whichever signature matches, that particular method is invoked. This is called method overloading. But in method overriding, the name should be the same as well the signature. The name as well the signature of the method should be the same. Both when the name and the parameters are the same, then only overriding will be taking place. Right. Okay. Then at last there should be an ISA relationship. ISA the derived method should inherit the base method. Okay, and derived method is a child of the base class. So that ISA relationship should be maintained for method overriding. Now I will show you an example of method overriding. See now, class vehicle. Vehicle is the parent class, and vehicle has a method called run. Okay, the run says vehicle is running. That's all. We close the parent class vehicle. Now we come to the child class, that is bike 2. Bike 2 extends vehicle. Now bike 2 is the derived class and vehicle is the parent class. Now bike is also having a method called run. See now, the same signature is followed. Void run, void run. So here it prints bike is running safely. Now you might have seen run is the method to be overridden. In both the cases the method name is the same. In both the cases the signature is also the same. Now we close the derived class, we come to the main class and we create object for the derived class. Usually inheritance will create object for the derived class, right? Now run is invoked. Which method will be called? Which run? Base run or derived run? We'll see the output. Bike is running safely. See, bike is running safely is the method of derived class, and this is called method overriding. Okay, right? I hope you understand. If you don't understand, you see this particular video once more and try to understand the example, then you will come to know what method overriding is. Thanks for watching.